answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you... Good. He's ready.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you? That's what you said last time. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right? Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day, all right?
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the Operator program? You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions? Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the Applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that. You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the Applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen. Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request. Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background. I'm patching the agent through now.
It's Operator Tanner, right? I don't think our paths ever crossed at the Academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar, and some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter? Thanks, operator. Okay, I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl. Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis. Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him. The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do. Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request. I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something. God damn it! Who are you? Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this. I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens. Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns. Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same. She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right? There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay? Here are the files. Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph. All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn
pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for? Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about him. Xavier doesn't even like his own mother. To be honest, no, I probably shouldn't say anything. Well, between you and me, we're thinking of making a change at the supervisor position. You know, Evan, if you play your cards right, maybe, just maybe. Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And, just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity. Oh, I almost forgot. Our cybersecurity department is looking into this unfortunate matter with Hal. You can be assured that it won't happen again.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right? So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing. I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details. Look at that. Give me a sec, Operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at? .45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, Operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, Operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this? Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me. Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please. Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident? You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal. Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results. busy wiring my... you know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why? Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me. I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her and have her. I found something else out too. Sasha disappeared. She was 3 months pregnant. The thought of her raising that child on her own, after everything that happened, brought her. Then one day, she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there? Oh, anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word? I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why? I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood? I'll talk to you later.
So who the hell am I talking to this time? The same operator Tanner from before? Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else. You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they've been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner? Let me send you the files. Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
did you find this, Tanner? Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks? I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list, too? So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means? Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner. They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The Operator program. Oh. I'm sending everything your way. There you go. Let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over, yes. All right, yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Good morning, Evan. Look, about yesterday, this business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay? Thanks. Guess the FDI has got me wound a little tight these days. Well, I better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the Operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Operator Tanner, that you? Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody? Well, somebody beat me to the facility, Tanner. The BioM facility burned down last night, Tanner. Up in flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole. Goddamn Operator program. I'm not a goddamn mole. Well, an investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the Operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson. Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy? That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me. But I need a code for the door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner? Let me see if this works. All right, I'm in. Damn it! The smoke in here will ruin this suit too. That's 2 suits in 2 days. Tanner! Now, let me see if I can find something useful. Something that the investigative team left behind. Sure as hell won't be easy. Because this place is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here. But if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility. While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend. Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you? An ID. A link to another case. His favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, all right? Charming fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation? Ouch. Tough draw for the rook. Hold on. Looks like I found something. What the? You see what I'm seeing, Tanner? Looks like our gal, Connie Moore, was a bio-impatient. I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Passed her polygraph with flying colors. She told us the truth. Her truth, anyway. Contact Skinner to update Pendle on her parking garage killer. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll keep looking around here. The world's biggest ashtray. Tell me if you find out anything new about our pyro head, Tanner. And I'll contact you if I come across something on my charred end over here.
Yes, Operator Tanner? What kind of information? All right. I'm forwarding the call, Tanner. But I hope you're not just sending Pendle on some wild goose chase.
Operator Tanner, what can I do for you? What? You're kidding. Okay, so our murderer likes to play with fire too, huh? This guy just gets better and better. By any chance, did any clues pop up where we might locate him? To Jenkins? So it comes full circle, does it? Well, whatever that address is, I'll take it. Nice. So what exactly is this place? If Wells Killer's there, I assume it's not a petting zoo. I see. Well, I'm on my way. I'll contact you when I get there. Thanks, Tanner. Maybe now we can finally book this guy. Tanner, I'm at the lab. The door was unlocked, actually. It's real weird in here, Tanner. Like everybody suddenly took off. But left all their beeping lab equipment behind. But I don't see any sign of Wells' killer. Looks like a dead... Shit!
Drop the phone. Run over to me. Slowly. On your knees, Agent Pendle.
You? How do you know my name?
You might want to close your eyes.
You don't want to do this. I'm a federal agent.
Agent Walker, FDI! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Move away from her! Now!
It's locked.
What did you do? Hands up! Turn around. Turn around! Hands on your head! Pendle, you okay?
Walker, we have a problem here.
What'd you do? Open the door now!
It's not opening, Walker.
Open the door now!
Operator, you there? There's a bomb. This bald-headed psycho has trapped me in a room with a bomb. It's my third day. The display says 20 minutes and 21 seconds, and it's ticking down. You gotta help me here. Come right back. Understand me, Tanner? You come right back.
Yes, Operator Tanner? Okay, let me think. Unfortunately, our more seasoned operators are presently occupied. I'd send a team, but they'd arrive much too late. That means you'll have to defuse the bomb, Operator. I'm sharing the FDI's bomb defusal manual. You haven't gone through bomb training yet, but we have no choice. What I'm about to tell you is important. Do not read the entire manual. You don't have time. Stay calm and follow the instructions from the beginning. Do you understand?
There are wires, a controller, a battery, a keypad, and, a display, I guess. And operator, make sure you follow the instructions at the beginning. I really don't want to go out like this. I'd say gasoline. Tanner, this isn't how I imagined I'd go out. There are a lot, but I'll try. The power module. It's a battery. Has two wires, a red and a black. Two wires are connected to the explosive, a red and a black one. The display and the numpad have four wires each, a red, a black, a green, and a yellow. That's it. It says ABM 186511. Are you sure, operator? I hope you're right. Okay, I'm cutting the wire. Oh, it's done. But the bomb's still ticking. How do I do that? Wait. I see it! A little switch next to the screen. Okay, it's switched off. I hope you're right. All right, it's cut. Here goes, operator. It's done. I'm pressing the switch. The screen is still off, but I guess that's normal. Okay, it's switched off. Please, please, please! I'm still alive. For now, anyway. All right, I'm cutting it. Done. Here we alive. Does that mean it worked? Oh God, thank you. I just need a few minutes. Maybe a vacation too.
I have to say, I'm impressed, Operator Tanner. Not many would have managed their way through a situation like that without the proper training. You saved the life of an FDI agent today, and preserved valuable evidence as well. Well done, Operator. I think I was wrong about you. Once you're done conversing with Agent Pendle, go home and get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow.
Operator, are you there? Thank you. You saved my life today. Look, Walker's apprehended Wells' killer. He's taken him back to the department where he'll interrogate him tomorrow. I don't know what we'll find here at the lab if we find anything at all, but I'll keep you in touch. Now I just need somebody to open this goddamn door. Thanks again, Operator. Bye, Operator. Hey, Tanner. Man, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Just kept going over and over everything that happened at the lab. You know, you and Agent Walker saved my life. I don't think I'll ever be able to pay you back for that. but I haven't reached out just to get all cheesy on you. I got an update on the case. Oh yeah, you could say that. Much of it is still classified, given its ongoing status. But there are some things I can share since they're related to your caseload. Not sure I understand everything, but it looks like Jenkins was into some super shady memory research. I mean, it definitely wasn't FDA approved. I'm sending you the files now. Maybe it will clarify some things for you. I'll talk to you later, Tanner.
I told you we'd be working together again, didn't I? So I guess Hal has filled you in. The deal is this. If we can find out who's watching these feeds, we can find our mole. But first things first. We need to identify the person being watched in this second feed. Can you help me, operator? Thanks, Tanner. Okay, here's the feed. Hal told me that to share it, I had to type in, press this, and then... All right, you should have access now. Send me the name of the person via the human DB as soon as you have it. Thanks, Operator Tanner. Yeah, right, Tanner. Wait, you're kidding, aren't you? people who were watching Mia are watching you? What is going on? And the feed is ending up at headquarters? Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Still, I am. Okay, I'm on my way, Tanner. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Operator Tanner. You all right, Tanner? You sound kind of funny. Look, I'm down here in the basement with this guy, you know? Mr. Not in any of our databases. Real piece of work, let me tell you. And there's a bit of a hiccup. He says he'll talk, but he'll do it under only one condition. He says he'll only talk to you. You gotta do the questioning. My 2 cents? This guy, he's a real pro. We won't get anything out of him unless we play ball. That's just the way it is. It's a bit unorthodox pulling an operator into an interrogation, I realize. But if you talk to him, maybe we can find out who this guy is. Why he's been doing, what he's been doing. Listen, Tanner. Pendle almost died because of this shit stain. That doesn't get your blood boiling? I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna pull rank on your operator ass. You will talk to him. Understand? God damn it. If things go bad, I'll end the call. Don't worry, Uncle Barry is here. I'm putting the phone down between me and our, little friend here.
Hello, Mr. Tanner. Listen, I have a deal for you. I'll answer your questions, but you have to answer mine. And I will know if you lie, so don't. Because I'm a cooperative individual, I'll answer this one for free. There are some things I'd like to clarify, bits of information that I'm lacking. I have reason to believe that you, Mr. Tanner, can help me fill in those blanks. So every time you answer one of my questions, if I feel you've been honest, I will answer one of yours. Why don't we try one? I'll start. Do you know why I wanted to talk to you? Specifically, you, Mr. Tanner? See? You told the truth. That wasn't so hard, was it? Now, you can ask me a question. Go on. I'm ready. The fact that you're even mentioning its name means I've failed. The goal of Project E was to develop a means to alter personal memory, plant new, false memories, and erase old, real memories. Quite valuable. It was started and led by Dr. Henry Jenkins, but it was canceled after there was a leak. There were over 100 test subjects in Project Eve. When a subject died, which often happened, the subject was buried in the desert, out by Dryfield, at the DFPD. That's all I know about Project Eve. Now, who is Mike Trench, Mr. Tanner? Ah, I see. Your turn, Mr. Tanner. My main mission is to cover up any canceled projects. That's why I'm working on Eve. I'm supposed to make it seem like it never existed at all. What do you know about Sasha Cole? All right. Ray Wells? Right. I hired him for a job. I needed to kill Jenkins, and I didn't want to expose myself. He was an easy target, an addict. A junkie. Someone willing to do just about anything for a few dollars. We agreed to meet in the garage once the job was done. There, I killed him and erased the surveillance tape so that nothing could lead back to me. Or so I thought. How did you come to retrieve the missing footage from the garage? How? That's really interesting. Now you can ask me a question. That subject is out of bounds. I never expose the persons I work for or with. That would be unprofessional. You can ask me another question, Mr. Tanner. I'm afraid talking about that is out of bounds. Doing so would get me killed. The truth is, I don't know much anyway. They keep me in the dark. But I can tell you that they call themselves the Organization. And do you know Hal's true identity? Are you sure? That's too bad. That's all the information that I need. We're done here. Well, I broke my promise. What are you gonna do? Put me in prison?
I'll take things from here. Come on, let's go, Mr. No Name. Back to your palatial cell. Tanner, you and I'll talk later.
Tanner, are you there? Okay, I'm on the 11th outside the door. Not gonna lie, I'm a bundle of nerves. Breathe, Catherine, breathe. You see me, right? Oh no. Bad news, Tanner. The code Hal gave me isn't working. Not the start I was hoping for. What? That's the operator floor. Can I bring you a coffee or anything? Sorry, I tend to make bad jokes when I'm nervous. Okay, on my way. Okay, I'm back back down at 8. Just one problem. I don't know this floor, Tanner. But I guess you probably do, right? Anyway, I'm in the entrance, doing my best not to look suspicious. But it's hard when you're basically wading in a pool of your own sweat. Where do I go? Alright, I'm in a hallway now. There's a door straight ahead. There's a hallway to the right, and one to the left. Where do I go, Evan? Okay, there's a door at the end of the hallway. 2 doors on the right. 1 door and a hallway on the left. Where do I go now? Gotcha. The hallway's a dead end. That leaves us with a hallway to the right and 2 doors. Do I take the right door or the left door? All right. I see the door to the stairway. Phew. I can breathe a little easier now. Okay, I'm heading back up to 11. Follow me on the cameras. All right, I'm back at 11, outside the stairway door. What do I do? I assume I can't knock. I'm in the hallway, en route to the locker room. Looks clear. Follow me on the cameras. Someone's coming. Close call. Tell me when it's clear. Game on. I'm approaching the technician locker room. I'm not hearing any noises from inside. That's good. You gotta be kidding me. The locker room needs a code too. I know it's the FDI, but this is excessive. Try some codes? Seriously? That's our plan, Tanner? That worked. Okay, I'm going in. Are you following me on the camera? I'm in. All right. Time to find the right locker. Should be this one. Okay. I'm gonna need a minute to pick this. In the meantime, make sure the path to the server room is clear. It should be, but just check. What? Okay, well, make them go away, Tanner.
Rebecca Davis. Oh, who am I speaking to? And you said you're from IT? Is that it? Why is an operator working in the IT department? Oh, I see. I did that once for a woman in HR. I mean, it was a long day, but I did it. You know, I just thought of something. Usually when I deal with IT, I deal with Chuck Beatner. Well, it was bound to happen. I can't tell you how many times I've told Chuck to stop parking in the alley behind the building. It's a fire hazard. But can we just put a pin in this talk of Chuck for a second and go back? You said you spotted an issue with my computer. What was the issue? A problem with my connection? From what I can tell, my connection seems just fine. You and I are talking, aren't we? And why does it have to be dealt with right now, during normal working hours? Oh. Okay. Well, if that's the situation. So, what would I have to do to fix this issue? Take a break? That's going to be hard. I'm working on something, actually. Cafeteria finance report. You'd be shocked to learn how much the FDI is spending on tapioca pudding. How long do you think this would take to fix? At least an hour? Really? Well, I guess if you want to do something right, it always takes longer than you'd like, doesn't it? Good luck fixing the issue.
Who? Never mind. Anyway, it's taken me forever. But I've almost picked this lock. Are you watching me? There, finally. I got the key. I'm heading toward the server room. Should be there in a few seconds. Follow me on the cameras. I'm in. All right, time to plug Alice's device in. Okay, it's plugged in. What's going on, Tanner? Am I spotted? Okay.
Running? Okay. This is Dr. Jenkins here with control session number 24 for the patient Sasha Cole. The patient is under trichlorohydrin and has received 10 cc's of FMP 1138 Mark V 2 hours before the following session. All right, let's begin. You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you Evan Tanner? Good. He's ready. Do you know who you are? Are you Evan Tanner?
You long to see, but fear to tread. Chaos has no echo.